What's up, guys? Today we got something a little bit new. Oh goodness. Everything's new. The mold is new, the flesh colored mica powder is new, and it just flew everywhere. Like, I was really happy to get mica powder that was in a canister, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful color, but it was not packaged very well at all. That paper lid that was holding the mica powder just flew everywhere. I kept it from being too bad, but I'm pretty sure that my hair is shining as much as this mold is right now. Oh goodness. You see, that's what it is. That's what it looked like. And the little paper film that was over the top, it was already busted actually when I got it. I'm too lazy to send something like that back. So I'm just going to scoop it up off the wax paper with my brush here. And we're just going to conserve what we've got anyway, because the show must go on. Just going to take the lid and paint. I mean, I really do actually genuinely like this flesh tone color. At first I was afraid because of the way it looked it was going to be too pink, but it's actually working pretty well. And now that the exploding mold catastrophe is over, I'm just going to put a little bit of color on the lips here. Now that the exploding mica powder, my bad. If the mold exploded, that would be that'd be a totally different video, wouldn't it? But anyway, after the exploding mica powder issue is out of the way, let's get to talking about what this actually is. And if you've ever seen those planters that have the plants growing out of the head, I've always thought those were really cute. This is what this was supposed to be. And I was kind of freaking out a little bit when I got it because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to turn it inside out like this to paint it. But surprise, surprise, I actually did get it turned inside out. And because I was able to reverse it, it looks like we do have a prayer of getting more than one color and more than one detail in here. You can see, yeah, you see all that stuff all over my hands? That was the explosion. I look quite glitzy right now. I almost look like a mica powder creation myself. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get the base, neck, and head painted. Alright, and I'm just going to clean up the flowers here with my alcohol Q-tip, and I'm just going to speed that up a little bit so that we don't have 20 minutes of me cleaning out all of the little grooves and corners of these flowers. My original plan here was to have all the centers of the flowers be purple and have the outside of the flowers be this kind of blue, but it is really, really hard to see when everything is the same color, the same clear, transparent color, and it all just blends together in front of my eyes. So what I might start to do is, the worst case scenario, I'm just going to go over everything in blue, because it actually makes the flowers more visible to me. And I'll just alcohol swab away the blue when I want to put the purple. Either way, I think this color combination is going to work. So let's get to it. Alright, we made it this far. Let's see if we can turn this back to its original shape. And we got it. This looks like this is going to come out cute. I've got a few smudges here that I might have to clean up, but that's okay. And now that we're here, let's go ahead and pour. I get the feeling that I'm probably going to have to mix more than one batch, but that's okay. Finish it when we finish it. It's all about the process. You can see I'm even getting a few air bubbles because it's so deep. Big bubbles that are popping. And I'm pouring pretty slow. And there we go. And now I'm just going to have to let this sit overnight once I'm done. And make sure that I scrape all of this out. And now came the really hard part. This is the tightest mold I've ever had to try to take apart. I really gave my muscles a workout. Now, you basically just have to follow the lip around the flowers very meticulously. That's how I finally got it off. It actually took me 1 or 2 tries, and let that be a lesson to me to spray mold release into my larger molds before doing a project. And I think I will actually do that with the next one that I make. And I see I have a few tiny little parts where the blue touched the skin, nothing that's too distracting. But I feel like it's always good to have a test run of sorts before you make a lot of something, and it's good to have a finished product to kind of use as a guide. Sometimes for the smaller resins you can make a clear 3D model to kind of follow along, but this took at least 10 to 12 ounces of resin, and I didn't want to waste it making something that was just clear. Now, if you've watched 5 or 6 of these videos, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? I have a lot more to come, and a lot of new molds that I just got in that I have never tested out, never made. So I highly recommend you stick around for the next art story. Until the next time.